Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Amber from Amber's Books and More, and today I have my Contemporaryathon Round 3 wrap-up. I actually did really well, and I'm really excited about some of the books that I read, so let's just jump right in and get started. So I posted my TBR out on Instagram because I wasn't doing booktube at the time, and I know I've been gone for a while, but I am trying to get back into the swing of things because I missed my booktube. But I will post the picture here of the TBR that I posted on Instagram. These were the 4 books that I had wanted to read. Out of those 4 books, I did read 3 of them, but let's just get started on what I did actually read. I will also tell you the challenges that they hit for each one. I think a couple of them doubled up and the rest were just for one. So the first one is the Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. This fulfilled the challenge of orange on the cover, as well as a diverse contemporary. Josh is Korean American and I'm not, so it's diverse for me. This book, I needed this book so much. It's so happy, so sweet and cute, and it just steamy, okay? But I actually love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. If you like books that are more on the contemporary romance side, with a little bit of dark topics, a little bit, but mostly cute, definitely pick this up. So the next book I read was Sadie by Courtney Summers, which has an absolutely beautiful cover, by the way. But this one actually fulfilled 2 challenges as well. This fulfilled a contemporary by a new to you author and a 5-star prediction. I knew when I saw this that this was my kind of book. It is told in kind of a mixed media format, so it has some interviews, it has like a podcast, but then it also has like a regular narrative story from the point of view of Sadie, and it is so good. And as far as the 5-star prediction, I was correct. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely pick this one up. I actually listened to this on audiobook. They had the audiobook at my library and followed along on the pages, and it was so cool because they actually had multiple narrators. It actually sounded like a radio show, like a podcast. It actually like they had music and they could tell when people were on the phone, and it was just a really cool read. So definitely pick this one up. It's now probably one of my favorites of 2018, to be honest. So the next book I read was Burned by Ellen Hopkins. This is, I don't know if you know Ellen Hopkins, but she writes fiction told in verse, so like in poetry. And this one fulfilled the challenge of read a dark or taboo contemporary, which this one is definitely dark. Not necessarily taboo, but it is kind of dark. It deals with like alcoholism, and it deals with religion, it deals with like spousal abuse, things like that. And I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't my favorite Ellen Hopkins book, but it was definitely worth the read. And I do have the next book in this series. It's called Smoke, and I do plan on reading it. So if you like those kind of dark and kind of weird, different verse stuff, try it out. I don't know. So the next one I read was the graphic novel, and it was Giant Days Volume 6. I'm up to 6 now. I've been slowly reading all of these volumes. I picked this up through Hoopla, through my library, and it was good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It fulfilled the challenge of read a contemporary in a non-traditional format because it's a graphic novel. And I don't know, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Like, I don't love this series, but I don't hate them. They're enjoyable, and I do plan on continuing because they have them all through my library. I just don't know if they're ones that I would actually buy to put on my shelves, but I do enjoy this series, and the art is really, really, really nice, so definitely check that out. So the last book that I read was You by Carolyn Kepnes. You've probably heard of this one. This one is really popular. They just started a Lifetime series on it. This one fulfilled the challenge of your initials on the cover, which honestly, my initials are really easy because it's ALM, and those are pretty much in almost every cover. I tried not to use it because most of the other books had like a New York Times bestselling author, and that line itself has my initials in it, and that was like, okay. So this one was at least a little bit different. It had A and L and Caroline, and the M is actually in now a Lifetime series. I don't know if you can, let me get out of the frame, maybe you can see that. The M is in Lifetime series. It's kind of cheating, but you know, like I could have picked up any book that had pretty much, they all had my initials on them. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I was actually a little bit disappointed in this one. I wanted more out of it, but I did actually end up going on to the Lifetime app and watching the very first episode, the pilot episode, for free through them for the You TV series. And what's funny is, like, I had known about who was casted for this before I ever read the book, and so knowing that Penn Badgley, which this is him, was cast as Joe, the main character, I kind of only pictured him the whole time, but it works because it's actually, he fits. I don't know. But the first episode of the TV series is actually really, really good, and I definitely want to continue. I have Lifetime, but my cable is not hooked up. I have the box that it's just not hooked up because I don't really watch TV that much, so maybe I will get on to like my cable provider's app and watch it like that. I don't know, but it's definitely good. 3 out of 5 stars for the book. It was okay. It wasn't life-altering, but it was enjoyable in a weird way, right? All right, so that's the 5 books I read. I will actually, because I don't have the graphic novel, I'm going to just grab one of my sagas to be in place of it for the thumbnail, like this. And these are the 5 books that I read, and I'm actually really excited how this Contemporaryathon went. I had planned on reading 7 books, and I had the next ones all lined up to go, but I got a bad headache. I got sick over the weekend, so I didn't really get to finish the last 2 days. But that's okay. I think I still did really good. And that's all I have for you today. Definitely check out my video that's coming out in a couple of days where my BookTube BFF picks my TBR. You might know her Pages and Pens. I'll leave her link down below. She has picked my October TBR for me, so I will not have a say in what I read. She has picked everything for me, and I think that will be really fun. So I totally forgot what my sign off was, but I think it was until next time. Have a great day wherever you are, and I love you. Bye.